Let's hear it for Tyler Pontier.
All right. Those guys were pretty funny before me. I like it. Give it up for the first two guys. Excellent. It was a pretty big struggle getting here today. We made it this far with like fairly warm weather, but now it sucks. I feel like yesterday was so cold, the wind was just like disrespectful. I'm like taking my dog outside to take a walk. The wind blows by and whispers in my ear, "Fuck your jacket." I'm like, come on, man. I just got this new jacket. I was hoping it was gonna keep me warm for at least like a little bit of the winter. Even my dog, who loves to go outside, he's trotting outside, he just gets outside, he just fucking freezes. He just stops dead. I have to like pick him up and take him outside and hold him so he can like pee a little bit, and then I bring him back inside. Did anybody make any good New Year's resolutions? 2016, the year 2015's come to an end. Resolutions? No? No one made any? Well, that's good. I made none as well. So figured all the gyms are going to be crowded this month, so I'm just not going to go. Takes the pressure off myself. I don't really have to do anything. So I figured 2015 was a pretty good ride for me, so I'm just gonna ride it out. Just let it go right into the new year. I'm a homeowner now. Wells Fargo wouldn't give me a mortgage, so once I got married and they found out my wife makes a lot more money than me, we got the mortgage, so +1 for me, baby, that's right. And I normally wouldn't care that my wife makes more money than me. I mean, Papa needs new Nike Air Maxes in the new condo every few months, but we started getting our bill for the mortgage, and I would like look at it, and it would just have my wife's name on it. I'm like, what? Let me get to the bottom of this. Wells fucking Fargo. So I call, and me and Natasha have a wonderful conversation. And I'm like, excuse me, Natasha, since we, in parentheses, mostly my wife, just spent all this money on this place, when we're getting our bill, it's just addressed to her. She was like, well, you know, Mr. Pontier, she's the first name on the mortgage, and we just send it to the first name. I'm like, that's great. Just switch them. Let me be great. Just put my name up front, I'll come in, and I'll pay it. She's like, well, sir, I wish I could do that. It's just not that simple. I'm like, no, literally you just put my name in front so I get the mail every month and I can be the man. And she was like, well, it's really due to financial reasons. It seems you're the co-applicant. Oh, yeah, that's because we applied for the mortgage together. But it doesn't work that way. She's like, basically, your wife can make the payments without you, but if she wasn't in the picture, you wouldn't be able to make the payments. Ain't that a bitch? Wells Fargo. So since she's the breadwinner, I'm a part-time stay-at-home dad with our twins. The more you cheer, the more I'll work and not have to stay at home with the twins, so. Twins is definitely double everything, but half the sex. And that's like, when I'm being optimistic on a good month. People don't really like tell you that, like the negative things about having kids or being pregnant, like that you're not gonna have sex pretty much like indefinitely. And taking away sex for me is like taking away water. Like I'm young, fun, full of, I'm ready to like make the show happen. So, totally crazy. I just totally lost my train of thought. So anyway, so if you take sex away from me, things get ugly pretty fast. What happened next, I'm slightly ashamed to admit, but I'm Christmas shopping in the mall. I'm walking along, everything's good. I feel these razor beams hit me and I just stop. And I look up, there's this gorgeous mannequin. I mean, all the people walking around, she just picked me. She's zoning me out. She's grilling me. She's looking good. I mean, she's got her like Christmas onesie on, pajama style. I'm like, you're looking good, girl. It's like H&M, so I walk past her. I'm like, there's gotta be more chicks up in here. This one's looking good. So I come up and I see this group of 3 and I'm like, oh, this is it. Kind of like walk by, catch a couple looks. I'm just walking around looking good. You ladies are on the pill, right? Because I already got kids and I can't go through another pregnancy again. And So I'm working my way over and starting to, you know, touch them a little bit. They're feeling me. Trust me, I was feeling wanted. And then this guy, Gerardo, comes up and he was like, yes, sir, excuse me, but these are just for people to look at and not to touch. But I'm having a costume party later at my house tonight and there's no girls invited if you want to come. I'm like, well, shit, no girls? My wife's cool with that? Cool, man, what time, what place? So that kind of brings me to funner times, shall we say, when the sex was flowing. It was pretty much just about a year ago that my wife really said she really wanted to have kids. So I'm like, all right, so sex is quite different when you're really doing it for the reason that, like, sex was invented by the sex inventor. 99% of the time, you know, you're in there and, like, sex is just great, but you're doing it for fun. You're not doing it because you want to have a kid. So you're like, oh, wow, woo, 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 woo. And then after you're like, oh, cool, right? No kids, right? We're good, we're good. But it's totally different when you go to have a kid, or as I call it, pumping with purpose. You know, there's got to be like a little oomph behind it. And I'm used to being the one that's always asking my wife for sex. Like, when I'm home with the kids all day, I'm like, I'm going to have sex when my wife gets home tonight. So she comes home, and I'm like, I've got a boner. She pretty much looks at me like I just slapped one of our girls, and she's like, get that thing away from me. And I'm like, I'll just pack up my balls and fucking leave then. But when we were going to have a kid, I was like unexpected. It put the pressure on me because, you know, I'd just come home from like a random day and she'd be like, you have to do it doggy style, it helps conception. So I'm like, I mean, shit, if it helps conception, I feel like I got so psyched out, you know, like I was like, She's like, did that even work? I'm like, not only did it work, because again, we got twins from it. But it's funny to think, it had me thinking of competition in life starts right away. Like when you're a sperm and you just get, you know, thrust out of the big guy, you don't even know what you're doing. There's just like, it's like a refugee situation in a woman's ovaries. Everyone's like swimming, they don't know where to go. They're just going for dry land. They're trying to get themselves something. But it takes the smart thinker, that one guy, that's like, fuck everybody, I'm gonna go in, part it like the Red Sea, keep both, and reign over both these domains. That's what I want. And then everyone else dies. Every other fucking sperm is dead. This guy's like, I got two, I get all the spoils, and you're all dead. Be like a current situation of all of us. The one guy wins, and the rest of us just fucking die. So, keep us alive, baby. Again, I'm Tyler Pontier. Thanks for coming out, guys. Good to see you soon.
Oh, come on, keep it going loud and proud for Tyler Pontier. Boy band.